out. His son told him there had been a crash. When he ran outside with his home video camera, this is what he saw. Flaming wreckage and bodies were strewn over an area of several blocks. One sheriff's deputy described the scene as pandemonium. Several eyewitnesses saw the fiery collision.
I was almost in shock. I couldn't believe I saw this exploding in the sky.
By the time the smoke was on, it was coming straight down. And as it came down, that's when we noticed how big the plane was. And once we seen it hit, like within a split of a second, a big mushroom of fire just came up.
10 houses were destroyed, half a dozen others damaged. 5 firemen were hurt battling the blazes. A piece of the Mexican jetliner's tail section was visible sticking out of the roof of one of the houses. A team from the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office was dispatched to begin identifying the bodies. They could not immediately tell how many people had been killed on the ground. Jim Bobber said he narrowly missed getting hurt.
I heard a roaring of airplane engines and a loud boom, and all the stuff in the garage started shaking. When I came out, the house across the street was already on fire.
It is not the sort of thing people in this neighborhood will easily forget.
I saw the house across the street. It was on fire. I ran over there. Couldn't get in there. It was too hot. I was barefoot, and I started burning my feet, and I couldn't get in there.
Aeromexico Flight 498 started in Mexico City and made several stops in Mexico before continuing to Los Angeles. At the airport in Los Angeles, the relatives of those aboard were being kept behind closed doors, and an airline spokesman had little to say.
And at 11:50, so 15 minutes before, it reported everything normal, saying that it was going to arrive at 12:05 here. And then 5 minutes later, the tower lost the plane on the radar screen, and from there we don't know what happened.
There's no explanation so far for the mid-air collision. It was a clear day, pilots operating under so-called visual flight rules, not dependent on instruments. A team from the National Transportation Safety Board is en route to begin the investigation. The NTSB investigators will be looking for the plane's flight recorders. Until they arrive, much of the scene will not be disturbed, including many of the bodies. George Lewis, NBC News, Los Angeles. Investigation. George Lewis, NBC News, Los Angeles.